Florida has been plagued by many notorious serial murders. While not all of the killers originated in the Sunshine State, they did, unfortunately, kill victims here along their deadly paths. Christine Falling, of Blountstown, became one of the youngest convicted serial killers at age 19. Falling was known as the killer babysitter. After she was convicted of killing 3 children she was babysitting, 2 others also died while she was watching them, according to the Capitol News Service. Falling remains in prison. Her application for parole was denied in 2017. Bowles was recently executed in Florida for killing Walter Hinton in Jacksonville Beach in 1994. However, investigators say Bowles had more victims as he preyed on older gay men. Hinton was one of the 6 known killings that terrorized the I-95 corridor in 1994. Danny Rolling targeted Florida college students. Rolling's killing spree began on August 24, 1990, shortly after the start of the University of Florida's fall semester. Sonia Larson, 18, and Christina Powell, 17, were the first 2 victims. Rollings followed them to their off-campus apartment and stabbed them both to death. Their bodies were found mutilated. 2 days later, on August 26, 1990, Krista Hoy was found raped, stabbed, and decapitated. It was only 1 day after that when Rolling killed 2 more of students, roommates Tracy Pauls and Manuel Taboada. Rolling was arrested in Ocala on September 7, 1990, on an unrelated burglary charge, and as authorities were investigating, they were able to identify him as the Gainesville Ripper. While in custody, he also provided information that implicated him of killing Julie Grissom, 24, her nephew Sean Grissom, 8, and her father, Tom Grissom, 55, in Shreveport, Louisiana. He was executed at Florida State Prison on October 25, 2006. Like Danny Rolling, Bundy also targeted Florida college student and arrest didn't stop Ted Bundy's killing spree. He'd already been convicted of kidnapping and assaulting a Utah teenager, and authorities were working to tie him to other murders when he escaped the first time during a court hearing in Aspen, Colorado in June 1977. He was taken into custody nearby, but during his second escape on New Year's Eve 1977, he made his way down to Florida. The FBI says that while a manhunt was underway, Bundy killed 2 sorority girls and injured 2 others at Florida State University on January 14, 1978. Bundy's last victim was a 12-year-old Florida girl named Kimberly Leach. The murder happened in Lake City, about 90 miles away from Tallahassee. Bundy went to trial for the FSU deaths in Miami in 1979, and stood trial for Leach's death in Orlando in 1980. Both juries sentenced him to death. He was executed by electric chair. Even though women make up less than 6% of serial killers nationwide, Central Florida was victim to one of the most notorious. Aileen Wuornos. Wuornos was implicated in the deaths of several truck drivers along Interstate 4, but convicted and sentenced to death in Volusia County for the murder of a businessman. Her story was later made into a movie called Monster, in which Wuornos was played by Charlize Theron. Wuornos was executed by lethal injection in 2002. What are your thoughts on these Florida's most notorious serial killers ever? Comment down below, and do not forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.